Okay, so I left it inside. But it looks kind of like that. But anyways, it's not that one. So I drew something this morning, and I didn't know if I should put it on because I'm thinking to myself, if I say something, maybe it won't come to pass, right? And it's supposed to come to pass because people will do changes or whatever. But what I drew basically was a man arguing with a female, and then the female, it looked like he was putting her, he was yelling, okay? He was yelling at her. And the girl was then talking to like this demon, okay? She was talking to a demon. And then when I turned that shit around, the picture around, it had the demon chasing the man. And the man was on a, what is that? Yakima, whatever. It was like a motorcycle, okay? The man was running and it looked like he was scared, right? And I'll show it to you guys when I go inside because I didn't bring it. But it looked like he was running away from the demon, but it was because the bitch had conjured that demon up for that man, because I don't know what happened. I guess they were arguing, he hit her or didn't hit her, I don't know, but something happened with them. And then when I started Googling like the numbers and shit that came out and the letters and numbers, yes, because I didn't understand it until the numbers started coming out, where it was a motorcycle. It was talking about a whole bunch of shit. Then it was talking about surgery. Like basically he was going to have some kind of accident where maybe limbs were going to be taken off or something, but he was going to go under surgery, forearm, shit like that. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to say that. And there's a couple, a whole bunch of other numbers that I also saw, but it had to do with the same thing. That's how I know that it's true what I'm seeing or not. Because if I Google what I see, like let's say the numbers or whatever, and then it has to do with what I'm looking at, then that means it's true, right? So I don't know. And then they kept saying Texas, something about Texas. I don't know. What else did they say? It was about a motorcycle. It was about a girl. But the girl, it looked like, I don't know if she got caught cheating or something, but there was a man like licking or doing something to her ass. Okay? That's what it looked like. And then the man was like yelling at the bitch. It looked like he was even spitting, like, yelling at her. And then she turned around and then was talking to that demon. And then when I switched it again, like I said, because it has 4 sides, right? But this, I don't remember the other 2 sides, but one side was that. The other side was the guy on the motorcycle, scared, driving away. And the demon was like, I guess, chasing him. Oh, and it said something about a pistol. Like there was guns. So maybe somebody was chasing him. When I say demons, I mean, it could have been other people, right? I don't know. There was a gun involved. There was pieces of these are different things, like different numbers. One of them was a gun. One of them was the motorcycle itself. One of them was pieces of the motorcycle, like the band, the thing that for the motor that it turns, that lets you, whatever. Anyways, it was that. It was other things, right? But the thing is, like I said, if I Google something that I draw and then I see it and it makes sense, that means that it's right. So I don't know. What else did they say? I think that's about it. Because again, I wasn't going to come and say it because I was like, well, maybe that's their karma and they deserve to get that, right? Why am I going to even get involved in it? But it feels kind of bad. But then again, like I said, maybe karma is karma and it's supposed to. But even if I say it or not, in my head it's going to happen even if I said it or not, right? Because sometimes if you know what's going on, you can change some things. You can try to avoid it. Because again, when my mom got pregnant with me, they told her like, hey, you're going to have a kid with no daddy. And she didn't listen, right? Because she was like, that's not true. He ain't gonna leave me. She was 18 and he was older. So she's like, he ain't gonna leave me. And then it ended up being true. So again, if people tell you certain things, you can probably make some changes to avoid certain circumstances. Who is it? I don't know. Again, they kept talking about Texas. So I don't know. Anyways, that's it. Oh, and I'll post like the picture of it so people can maybe they can figure it out.